Friday's live trading video. Hopefully you're very well. It is just coming up to just gone 10 to 8 in the morning. We're just having a review through these markets at the moment, and then I'll come back. Right, okay, just back, and just been running through the charts here with the guys in the trading room. Not really seeing a lot here at the moment this morning across the markets. I mean, you look at a 5-minute chart of the dollar yen here, and you'd say, "Wow, that looks like a long then, Charlie." Well, it does, but you come out to the higher time frames to like an hourly chart, and then you say, "Oh, okay, it looks a little bit different," you know. So I just have it shown on a 5-minute chart for visual purposes here for the video. But so we've had a look through and not seen anything from a day trading perspective that really getting our teeth into just yet. With regards to last week's video, I did end up banking 3/4 of the position this week on that euro dollar. So banked a reasonable amount, and I've still got a quarter position in. The dollar yen got stopped out on, so lost on the dollar yen, but made a lot more. I lost, I think, on that account, took £1,000 loss on the dollar yen, but I've banked so far 2,000, nearly 2,500 on that euro position, but still with an open position which is currently up 775 quid. So yes, that's what happened after last week. So the euro. Basically what happened this week, if I take this out to an hourly chart, it obviously came down. That must have been last week, I guess. Is that last week? Let's have a look here. Oh no, that was last week's when we shorted that, and it must have been. It was around in the 117.40 and 50 area that I opted to. Oh yeah, because we were diverging over here. We were diverging, so it was probably over here. Opted to cash out a couple of days ago on 3/4 of the position, which it looks like it was probably. Well, I thought it was the right thing to do, but you never know. The euro, the longer term is there that it might. Hopefully, it does overall want to come lower because I'm targeting down at 116.60 area. I don't feel. I feel that it was the right thing to do on that euro dollar. Taking the loss on the dollar yen forced my hand a little bit on the euro dollar. But anyway, let's see what happens here with the euro dollar. The euro dollar, in fact, the last couple of days has done a couple of bullish sort of reversal type days. It looks a little bit different on my e-signal charts. But overall, I'd still like to see it come lower. But obviously, with the events that have been taking place, it started to throw these markets around a little bit. And if I put that back to an hourly chart and get a perspective of what's going on there, the events of what's been of the last 48 hours are throwing these markets around a little bit, and so we'll have to see. But anyway, I'll press pause for now. But we're struggling a little bit to find a trade. What we've been looking at is potential, fun enough, on cable, and that's for cable to come up. If cable starts coming up this morning. It's 8:25 now, but if it does start coming up, then I can see potential to take a trade. The reason I'll look at a market in that way is because it's where the momentum might be positioned, where support and resistance might be positioned, and that's why I'll take a decision and to say, well, okay, well, I would prefer a market to go up, and I'll buy that. It's not to say that the market can't go down, but I won't necessarily sell it, because if there's a load of support getting in the way, then I'll leave it alone. Anyway, we'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. It's only 9:15, but I'm going to call it a day for the video today. No trades. We've got nothing here this morning. I think we've got decent inflation figures out this afternoon, and they could help propel the markets around a little bit. But just haven't got anything clean as a setup to want to put money into an intraday trade on. So we've got the big contrast from this week to last week, but it's just the right thing. And I'm having to call it a day nice and early because I'm heading off down to the West Country anyway, so I'm not going to be around to do a recording on the CPI this afternoon. I get on a train at midday, so I shall leave you to it. Bit of a boring video this week, so nothing to add, but there's always little bits to take from it. as to why I do trade and why I don't trade. But anyway, that's it for this week. I'll be back in touch next week.